Excellent. Right. Nikki, hello.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Yes. No, I am good. I have just been yogaing. It's very important to have. I have learnt recently I must take lunch breaks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
Mm,
just
mm.
done yoga for 45 minutes. Absolutely amazing. So I'm now back into it. So yeah, very important for lunch
Good.
breaks. When you got a
Definitely.
business that depends on
Take a lunch
you,
break.
yeah, you
Definitely.
just kind of just
Yeah,
work
definitely.
through, plow through. Yeah.
Well, you can one day, but then you can't long term. It's not
No,
really
and
nice.
I've
It
realised that
doesn't work.
this year it's
Mm.
been hard work. So, and I've got to say no a lot more. But anyway, right, Nikki, you're our new science teacher. Just you are focusing on completing the biology
Hmm.
IGCSE course, and
Yeah.
then you'll be going on to we'll be finishing off the AQA.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And then I'm really excited because you know me. Oh, sorry, notifications there. I'm a biology teacher as well, and I absolutely love it. So, yeah, we will be doing the course together because I did the human biology course. So a
Yeah.
lot of that content just gets copied over
Just
because it's the same
right
syllabus.
in.
You will be doing all the other bits that is
Nice.
different between two. So absolutely amazing to have you on board, and I'm really glad you reached out. So nice to have you on board. Can you start by telling us a bit about yourself, where you've been teaching? Maybe, oh, you live somewhere interesting as well. You live.
Well, I live near the sea. I live near the sea. In fact, I can see the sea if I look out my window. It's brilliant.
Oh,
So I live right down on the south coast by the sea, which is brilliant. And I think partly that's why I'm interested in the biology and the natural world and the ecology and all of that stuff. I think, from a young age, you can see it and smell it and
yeah,
and it's here.
and I
So
like
I
that.
think that's
Yeah,
where that came from.
and that is
Yeah.
a lot with biology is
Mm.
students can also they can link it to something, even themselves. If we're talking about
Yeah.
digestion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We're all wandering around wearing a body, aren't we?
yeah,
So yeah, we've all got
yeah,
we've all got an interest in it
yeah.
because we need to keep healthy. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
So what's your
Yeah.
what's been your teaching career then? How does that
Well, my teaching career was I've lived all my life earning money from science one way or another. So I was been a school technician and I've been working in chemist as an assistant in an assistant chemist,
yeah.
and then I got the opportunity to learn to teach about 10 years ago, nearly.
Yeah, you're same as me then. I
So
qualified
yeah,
2015. So
yeah, about that. Well,
yeah.
about that. Anyway, so I did a work in schools and learn to teach thing,
Yeah.
which was brilliant. And then I worked in mainstream for a little while, but
Yeah.
I'm not a good fit for mainstream because I can't be serious for long enough.
Oh,
Um, so then I moved across to special needs, and I worked with some lovely, lovely boys with social and emotional problems.
mhm.
And I remind myself every day that they were lovely, even on days when they were not lovely,
Yeah,
really,
struggling.
to work with. But it really, really interesting.
Mhm.
Um, and then I worked online for a bit over COVID, as everybody pretty much did.
Yeah.
Um, and then I worked with some more special needs boys.
Yeah.
And then I'm working online again, so I'm
Yeah.
tutoring online,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. It's
I know.
great.
I absolutely love it. Yeah. It's
Mm,
just that flexibility of it.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
love how COVID just really opened the door to it.
Mm, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it was,
yeah,
oh, okay, cool, let's do it. And then
yeah. Let's do that.
I know with my middle son, he enjoyed it because he was like, right, just go on with the work, do it, boom, and I can go. And then when he went back to school, they
Mm.
changed because of, we couldn't move around and there was all this. So
It was horrible,
yeah,
horrible,
you just have
horrible.
2-hour lessons. And when you've got
Yeah,
ADHD,
you can't do
you
that.
just, let's just say it was a bit of a struggle that time.
Challenge, a challenge. Yeah.
But yeah, and then he went on to A levels, but dropped out, just couldn't do it anymore. And he's got an
Oh.
apprenticeship, absolutely loves it.
Oh, fantastic. That's just a job, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't have to sit still.
no, he can't sit still,
All hands on.
but
Fantastic.
not in a classroom. And yeah, but you've got another little well, I can't say speciality.
Speciality.
Yeah,
Special. So yeah. So I am quite special.
we're all special. Come
We're all
on.
special. We're all special. So I have dyslexia. And it wasn't diagnosed until I was grown up,
Hmm.
because when I was a kid, they just thought I was slow. Um, And yeah, okay, so maybe I am a little slow sometimes, but it's because my brain works differently.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm just learning even now as an adult that that's okay. Your brain is allowed to work differently.
yeah,
And that actually there are plenty of upsides to it. So a lot of the creativity and the way that I think
yeah,
outside of the box and the way that I can just do stuff sometimes
yeah,
is the flip side of the fact that sometimes I am a bit, as they say, slow.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and I can't spell things. And what does that matter? I have a spell checker now, so that's good.
yeah. It is. It's nice
Yeah,
how
different.
technology has
Mm,
helped us, like things like Grammarly and
yeah,
in Word you got your little thing, because
yeah,
that just helps me as well. I mean,
yeah,
um,
yeah,
my English is not my strong point,
mm,
not at all.
yeah,
So there's lots of things that can help, which we've had a lot of families that phone up with their child that got dyslexia along with other things and
mm,
stuff. And I provide colour sheets
yeah.
for students as well. So is there like sort of good recommendations for students?
I have coloured sheets, yeah. Have sheets with patterns on, sheets with pictures on. A
Yeah,
lot of people with dyslexia, their first language is picture rather
yeah,
than language, spoken language. So pictures and diagrams, and come at it from another angle. So yeah, watch a film.
yeah.
Go and paddle in something and see what's going on with the stream or whatever. So I would say do it the way that you can, not the way you can't,
Oh, absolutely.
as much as you can.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
obviously is a bit of a pickle at school because
Yeah. So, well, yeah, they reckon school's really good for 70%, don't they?
it doesn't suit
And
everybody. Yeah,
and not so good for another 30%. And if you're part of that 30%,
yeah,
find a way that you can do it, either in school and do something else parallel,
mm,
or out of school. For people who are out of school, don't pretend you're in school still. Do
yeah,
it the way that it
yeah,
works for you.
yeah.
Definitely.
Are you? See, I'm a visual learner. I have to
Mm,
watch something to get it
yeah,
into my head and understand it.
yeah, I have to
So,
play with stuff, and
oh,
yeah,
mollymods, love mollymods, absolutely adore them. Um, but yeah, I have
yeah,
to like visualize and show and demonstrate. And
yeah,
when I'm when I'm tutoring, I kind of like I go off and I do mind
yeah,
maps and I write everything, and then like, oh
yeah,
my goodness, and
yeah, yeah. I've always got all sorts of ridiculous,
yeah,
ridiculous
but things like,
ridiculous stuff at hand,
oh,
as you do,
I've got
as you do.
drawers full of stuff, and that's what I love about the science side. But for for someone with dyslexia, do they naturally learn not only visually but auditory, like podcasts and things like that? Is that a good way for them?
Podcast is good if for some people. So not for everybody,
No, I'll make a
but
question.
for some people. And if you're going to do a podcast, I would say have a podcast, have a piece of paper in your hand, and draw or write or mind map what's happening in the podcast. Otherwise, you get to the end of the podcast, you think that was really interesting. What was it? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I've forgotten most
so
of it.
it's sort of
So
like,
make sure you've got some kind of visual representation to go back to, because often for people who've got dyslexia, short-term memory is a problem. Trying to jump
mm,
stuff from short-term memory
yeah.
into long-term memory is hard. So
Well,
give yourself all the opportunities for that.
yeah,
Listen
I
to the
think,
podcast twice, three times,
yeah, I think that's the case
and
for
write
everybody.
stuff down, draw it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I would probably like listen to that. I'll probably recommend, if I can relate it to our courses, because
Mm,
they're all
yeah.
recorded. Um, they come with PowerPoints. Most of them come with PowerPoints, and if not, please specify
Mm,
if you need something. But even if you print off the PowerPoints and have that whilst
mm.
you're listening, and then you can,
Yeah, and draw on it and write, bits
yeah,
on it and question marks so you
yeah,
can go back and look at
yeah,
that bit again.
yeah. If
And
you're not quite getting,
yeah,
but again, pause,
yeah,
rewind, replay.
rewind, go back to it. Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah. You can't do that in school. You
No,
can't
no,
go,
no.
excuse me, miss, can you just rewind? No, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I know. And then we used to never have time for sort of questions or anything like that
Mm,
because
yeah,
you're just so limited on. You've got
yeah,
to get this content across in a certain amount of weeks and months and years.
yeah,
It's like, oh, so
yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you do other things as well that I'm really keen. You still haven't emailed me some samples as well. Your
Oh, doodle notes. Yeah, I do doodle notes. So, doodle notes are, the idea is you use both halves of your brain. So you use your left left side of your brain.
left.
Left. It's difficult when you're looking at because sometimes they swap round, don't they? And I
Yeah,
forget which way up I am. Never mind.
yeah,
So you use the left side of your brain for your lists and all of that stuff, and the right hand side of your brain for creativity and visual pretty patterns and
yeah.
stuff. So if you've got notes on which you are allowed to or encouraged to doodle, whereas school books don't you doodle on that. That's
I
not
find
good.
that so. See, I like seeing students doodle. I think it's
Have doodle.
hilarious.
Have doodlers. Have doodlers. Have colouring. Have something to do with your hands while
Yeah,
you're listening.
yeah,
Which a lot of teachers don't like you to do that in school because it looks like you're not listening.
yeah,
But it's a good way of
yeah.
listening because it
Anyway,
goes through your eyes, through your ears, through your hands, through your brain, and back out onto the
yeah,
paper. And
absolutely.
it's making contact.
Yeah. If I don't see
Mm.
doodling, I get worried. Yeah, no, I do really like that. And if anyone's watching, if their child doodles,
Oh, it's
it's
good. It's
not
all right.
negative
It's
at
all right.
all. Go for
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
You never
yeah.
know. It could end up being, a
It,
expensive piece of artwork at the end of the day.
it could be.
I
Or
don't think.
diagrams, or and get them to tell you about what it is rather than just say, well, no, stop scribbling on your book. What is that scribble? What does it
Yeah.
mean? Does it just mean they're frustrated and they're not getting it and they're scribbling, or is that a representation for them
Mm,
of something that is being
yeah.
said? Yeah,
But please send me your doodle work.
I will. I
I
will.
will sort of,
Yes.
we'll show people, and we'll see
Mm,
if you can do some more because this might really
yeah.
help a lot.
Might be a good thing for people. Yeah,
So are you quite
definitely.
good at art then as well?
No, I'm really bad.
I'm now dreading these doodle images.
No, no. Well, I'm not bad at art, but no, I'm not. I'm not. I would say I was creative rather than artistic. Um, so no, I'm not particularly good at art, but I'm not bad at diagrams, and
I love,
I'm not bad at drawing something that has a point to it.
yeah.
Um,
This actually just sorry, my brain is just like. But when we refer to science and we're answering questions for science,
mm.
actually drawing diagrams in
Oh
answers
yeah,
is
yeah,
what I'm like, yes, do it.
yeah.
But the key is you can't just draw an image and go, there's my answer, I'm afraid. You have to annotate it. So
You
I
have to
always
annotate it.
say to
Yeah.
students, even like number bits of it or something, and then refer to that in your
Mm,
answer.
mm,
The diagram says 1,000 words.
Mm,
Especially if you're dyslexic, you can go, right, part one, you do this happens, part two, that
yeah.
happens.
Then that happens. Yeah. And I
Really,
think also if you've drawn diagrams, if your writing is somehow ambiguous
mm,
and the examiner's like, well, I don't know whether they really, when they're saying it gets warm, do they know which bit gets warm? If you've got a diagram, you can clearly show, yeah, I know which bit gets
yeah,
warm. So even if your writing is a little bit, not, not
not
entirely sure,
specific enough. Yeah,
specific, you can be specific in your diagrams
yeah,
and relate that to what you've said.
yeah.
And then it's clear, and then you can get the mark. Whereas if it's not clear, you might not get
You
the
just
mark.
say it gets hot. I mean, what, a banana?
Yeah, but not what gets hot.
Yeah,
The thing that's
exactly.
not getting cold. What?
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
to. This is what I did a TikTok. It was quite well received actually, but I titled it "Expect." Think of the examiner as thick.
Mm.
And you
Yeah.
do. You have to
Yeah.
explain everything so specifically. Don't ever assume, oh, they'll know what I'm talking about. No,
Yeah. No, they won't. No. No. Well, they will, but they have to assume you know absolutely nothing.
yeah,
You have to show them that you do.
you've got to show off.
Mm.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
You've got to show off.
Yeah.
Show your
Yeah.
knowledge. Tell them what
Yeah.
it's all about. Oh, I know. We'll get through to them one day.
Yeah. Mhm.
We have lots of helpful tips. So, yeah, so definitely, which I'm sure Nikki will definitely be sharing
Mm.
in your lessons
Yeah.
because we've seen so many answers, mistakes, brilliant answers, things like that. It's
Mm.
all about creating model answers, knowing, well, I can't almost sort of becoming experts ourselves with what examiners want,
With what they want. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
just go copy paste. So I've seen that before. I just wrote that and just that's it again. It is known as little tricks to the trade.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's so. Oh yeah, we could talk for ages. It's just, yeah, that's science, dyslexia, just everything. So, what drew you to national tutors?
I think the idea that I think a good education ought to be for everybody.
Mm,
There's a good answer, isn't it, for this time of day? Yeah, everybody ought to be able to access the kind of education that's good for them.
yeah,
Um, So whether that's because they've got some kind of anxiety or some kind of special need, or they're just somewhere that's not fulfilling what it is that they need,
mm,
everybody ought to have some education
yeah,
that works for them.
yeah,
So yeah, I think the fact that it's being able to get good quality education to people
mm,
where they need it is really, really good.
yeah. And
Mm,
then that's my thing because I'm similar to you. Went into I've been in science all my life,
yeah.
and then went into teaching. Qualified about 10 years ago. Seriously, 10 years? Yeah, all blurs. But then worked at grammar schools, mainstream, special needs as
Mm,
well. So we've done a whole array of different
yeah.
stuff. But it's so hard teaching a class of 30 children
Ah,
one way of because you
no.
can't go right.
You
We've done
can't
it that way. Now we need to rewind, and I'll do it now this way.
I don't no,
And then the
no.
school goes, no, you're supposed to teach this and do this, do this, and I'm like, but
Well, no, but, I've got a kid in the front here can't read. How am I gonna do
I've got this one's like half deaf, that one's like struggling at the back.
no,
No,
no, it's impossible. No, I had a class once that I thought 34 children, I only had 32 chairs. Never mind 34 Bunsen burners. No, it's impossible.
practicals. Don't even get me started on practicals. We just, yeah, it's health and safety these days. You cannot do, and then they expect you to do it on your own with 30 kids.
Mm,
With Bunsen burners, everything, and they've never
no,
used a Bunsen burner before. They like think it's hilarious, and I'm like smashing test tubes, and
yeah, no, impossible,
you just can't
impossible.
do it. There's no
No,
extra staff to help. Generally, you make the technician will prepare it for you, but then they're
yeah.
busy doing other stuff as well,
Of course they are. Yeah, of course they are. No, it's really hard. And then people aren't getting the hands-on that they need.
which they do.
Um, so and it's the hands-on that helps you really understand what's
Mm,
happening.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think a lot of people missed out on that during lockdown as well. So the people doing GCSEs now should have been playing with magnets and making circuits and all of that stuff, but it was lockdown, so they weren't. So they're going into GCSE and they've not got all that hands-on. I played with it. They know how to draw the diagram, but they've not had the ability to actually go out and try it out in the way that
Exactly.
would
I
normally
think
have happened.
the closest I've got to with online stuff is the FET. Have you seen that, the FET simulation?
Mm,
My,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
students, I do work in a little school at the moment. There's 3 boys in the class,
Oh,
but they absolutely love that the skateboard one. So they're
oh yeah.
constantly making
Yeah,
skateboards.
fantastic.
But
Yeah.
that is that they can then visualize it, and you can talk through it and everything. And they do like John Travoltage as well with the static electricity. If you don't know what I'm talking about, people go onto the FET website. It's hours of fun, hours. But the electric circuits as well.
Yeah.
You can put the
It's good.
wires in, create that
Yeah.
circuit. Oh, it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
All lights up. Fantastic.
Yeah. So if people can't physically do the practicals or
Yeah.
buy the equipment or whatever, at least that is just one way of
Yeah, it's one way to at least visualize what's happening with it.
playing around and learn by making mistakes. Go, well, why didn't that not work?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the problem solving. It's
Oh,
really good.
and I love it when
Mm,
they obviously say I love it when they make mistakes. I don't, not in that context, but I do like it because when you make a mistake, you're more likely to remember the correct answer when you go through.
yeah. Yeah.
So it is not a bad thing making a mistake.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine to make mistakes. Well, it means you're learning, aren't you? If you never make a mistake, then you're not pushing yourself. You're
it's
not.
a
You're
challenge.
not really learning in the way that you should be. So
Absolutely.
yeah, mistakes means you're learning. Mm.
I make them every day.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, it's been lovely. Absolutely lovely speaking with you, Nikki. And
And you.
sign up IGCSE biology and
Mm.
soon the AQA as well. We will hopefully
Yeah.
some over and make them unique ourselves. But I always end up in these interviews with a question.
Mm.
It is, what would be your most helpful tip for a student?
For a student, so I think keep going, because if you're stuck now, that's okay. That you will unstick,
Yes.
but also, like I said, do it the way you can. I mean, sometimes you've got to do it the way that people tell you you've got to do it,
Yeah.
but for most things, find out what the end result is and work out how you can
Oh my
get there.
goodness. Yes. I love it, especially with physics
Mm,
equation questions.
yeah,
I'm like, right, there's my answer. That's
there's the
good.
answer.
Let's
Yeah,
go
well,
backwards.
how did they get to that answer? Have a
Mhm.
look at the answers. Have a look at where you're meant to be going. Have a
Yeah.
look at what your outcome should
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
um, and work towards that the way you can work towards that.
So
Yeah,
you will have your own unique learning style.
yeah,
And it's sometimes you've got to find that as well, haven't you?
yeah,
Try different things.
yeah. Don't wait till you're my age to find it.
And
Find
no,
it.
everyone is young now, so they can play around with different ways and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And even using like the courses we have, it's like, do you do 20 minutes and then stop? Do you do the whole, if a lesson is an hour, do you do the whole hour?
yeah,
Which way works best for you? When
yeah,
you first sign up, just try different things,
yeah.
and it you won't get used to something overnight. And like, uh, I'm just gonna talk personally here, but my oldest has autism, and it just has these phases, and he'd be like, I want to do that and be an expert at it,
Mm,
but
mm,
would expect to be an expert straight away. And it's
yeah,
not, it's just practice. So you've got to try different things. Do not give up on that first
yeah.
hurdle. You
No,
just keep going, keep practice.
keep going, keep going,
As you said,
keep going. Well, I mean, the thing is, when you learn to walk when you're little, or when you learn to ride a bicycle, you can't do it first go. You
no,
have to keep going, and we need to keep hold of that as we're going through education. You can't just do it. you have to take little steps,
Yes.
and sometimes you'll get it wrong, and then you have to unpick it and keep going again, and
It's like when
that's where we learn.
like knitting, isn't it?
It's like knitting. Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
that I don't knit, by the way. I'm just saying.
I can't
I haven't got
knit.
time. I haven't got time. I did once as a young child knit a scarf. I was very pleased with myself. It was a bit lopsided, but it was a very nice scarf. But anyway, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Nikki. And
Thank you.
I will be speaking with you soon. And
Yeah,
you are going to share with me some doodle.
the doodle notes. I shall email them to you now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Straight off this onto that email. Thank you. But yeah, if they're good, let's put them on the website. And
Yeah. Well, I've got some. So the plan is to do some for each of the sort of topics
yeah,
as far as I can. But I've got some that are a bit random at the moment. But we like random.
we can add to them, can't we? We can just create more.
Mm,
Yeah, I love
mm.
it. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much. I'm now going to
You're very welcome.
find the stop record button, which always helps. And I will see you all soon. Thank you.
Okay. I'll see you later.